I realized that the times when I was just really, really loving life and just enjoying my journey and enjoying the process is when I had the best mindset about myself and about what was happening in my life. Because I also want to take it back for a second. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, Taylor Ray, and I'm so excited that you decided to click on this next video. As previously stated in my last video about why I want to start a YouTube channel, that is my first video. After so much time of procrastinating on creating a YouTube channel, I'm finally here, and in that video you'll actually get to see a lot more about me and yeah, get to know why I'm embarking on that journey. So if you have not seen that, go ahead and click off, go watch it. It's like just a few minutes and then you can come back to this one. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. All the support, it always means so much. Even if you tell a friend, share that I'm embarking on this journey, it means the world to me. So yeah, don't forget, like, share, and subscribe, and let's jump right into this video. So the topic for today is 5 things I wish I knew about glowing up. And I wanted to do this topic because I feel like, glowing up has become something that has, I want to say, gained popularity or traction just with the whole, I guess, journey of becoming a more improved version of yourself. It's become so popular and it's everywhere, and everyone has a story, and if I'm being honest, I got a glow up story too. And I really want to share it. And just because, it's been for sure, it has been a journey and it still is a journey. I would say I'm still glowing up. I would say that, you glow up in certain times of your life where, you'll kind of reach a very high peak for a little bit, and then you become stagnant, and then it happens again, right? There's so much more to learn in the process. But I say that to say that if your glow up journey doesn't look the same as mine or anybody else's, that is completely okay. Because we are all different people with our different experiences and our different identities and our different backgrounds. How could we ever expect that our experience is going to be the same? And how wrong of us, or how hurtful to us to compare ourselves to somebody else's journey. You're not them and they're not you. But the beauty of embracing your own glow up journey and embracing who you are through that process makes the journey so much more personable, and it makes it so much more enjoyable. Even in the times when everything feels like it's going wrong, and when you feel like, wow, like, am I doing something wrong? And you know what I mean? Am I not being patient enough? Like, what is going on? Trust me, when you embrace your glow up journey as your own, and you're not comparing it to somebody else's journey, you will embrace your story and you will enjoy your journey so much more. So with that being said, let's move on to number 1. 5 things I wish I knew about glowing up. So number one is you will get lonely at times. This is one that I was absolutely not prepared for, because I feel like with glowing up and the way that you see it online, you see all of these people just embracing this life, and it looks so fun, and it looks so, oh my gosh, I'm just becoming the best version of myself, and I'm this and I'm that. And even though there has been some highlight about being by yourself, sometimes I really don't think that we put together just how lonely it is to improve yourself and to be on a journey that, quite frankly, you feel like nobody else is on. Even though everybody in the world is doing it. Everybody in the world is talking about going up. Everybody in the world is talking about, oh, well, like, this is how you improve, yourself. I'm getting up at 5 a.m. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm cutting out all these people out of my life, right? And people make it seem so easy, but that feeling of being alone really, really, really sucks. And I feel like as people, we're meant to embrace human connection, and we're meant to, be around other people and love other people and have other people love us right back. And when we're on a journey of changing, ourselves or changing our habits, or like how we're just kind of flourishing into this new person, we tend to, lose people, and people aren't always meant to come with us on our journey to the next stage in our lives. I really wish somebody would have told me this, because throughout my glow up journey, it's not that the people in my life, were never going to also glow up. They were just meant to glow up at a different time, or they were meant to just go in a different direction than me. And when I began to lose friends left and right, and really when I began to just feel like, wow, nobody understands me, like nobody gets me, I feel, lonely. And if you really can admit to yourself, like past all that egotistical BS about, oh, I don't need no friends. Oh, I'm good. Oh yeah, I'm good being alone. Oh, I'm this, I'm that, and take really down that hard exterior, being lonely really, really hurts. I'm just gonna say it. Being alone sucks. And especially when you need people to talk to, and especially when, you wish you can kind of just go back to the people that understood a different version of you, and then they don't anymore. They don't understand you. They don't, get what you're doing. And this also includes for family, friends, anybody that's been in your life that just doesn't really understand, where you're going, or they're not meant to go with you. And that's the other thing too, when you're, you'll take it down a notch, right? Just so you won't be lonely. But I promise you that it's part of the process. Being lonely and really learning to embrace being alone is all part of the glow up process. And not to mention that being alone is very empowering, but it does take practice. It does take, time to get used to, and time to really get past the negative parts of being alone and having that lonely feeling. And even when I do feel lonely, I don't sacrifice my alignment, and I don't sacrifice all of my hard work, and I don't throw it all away just to fill a void for instant gratification. It's not worth it. Going back to the people that, don't understand you, the people that hate on you, the people that make you feel like crap, that you're trying to elevate yourself, it's not worth feeding into that lonely feeling for 2.5 seconds. Your progress and your ability to move forward and find people that really align with who you are and your values is so much more it's so much more worth it. It's so much more worth it. I'm telling you, don't go back. Don't go backwards. Don't go backwards. Embrace that lonely ass feeling that you be having when you're like, damn, like I got no friends, nobody believes in me, nobody this, nobody that. Oh my God, I just feel it. And then, right, you all in your head. Trust me, like being lonely is part of the glow up process. But it doesn't mean that it's going to be that way forever. Oh, okay, y'all. So let's move on to number 2, okay? Move on to number 2. 5 things I wish I knew about glowing up. Number 2, glowing up isn't just about looks. I know. Glowing up isn't just about looks. Repeat after me again. Glowing up isn't just about looks. I'm not gonna lie. At some point, this one really, really, really beat my ass because glowing up is, I feel like glowing up now is really seen as something that is aesthetic. It's all about aesthetic, right? It's like when you hear somebody talk about their glow up journey, you most of the time hear about them changing their physical appearance, changing their body. You hear about them, how do I say this? Like maybe they want to do their hair different, their makeup different. All of a sudden they just look different. And, this might not be one for everybody. There might be people that might think that glowing up is like, oh yeah, duh, girl. Like you don't just glow up your looks. But if I'm being honest, I wish I would have knew this in the beginning, because I really felt like at one point in time that I really got lost in the sauce. with trying to fit into an aesthetic. Especially when I feel like when you lose weight very publicly and when your body changes very publicly, there's all of this pressure to keep up with that aesthetic, right? And to keep up with that look, or else like, the glow up isn't valid, or you failed, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's hard. But at the same time, I felt like, there was so much more about me that needed more glowing up, and I needed to learn more about how to glow up my character, how to glow up my values, how to glow up my faith, how to glow up, my personality, how to glow up all of those things. It's not to say that your personality isn't great now. That's, you know what I mean? It's not to say that, or it's not to say that your character isn't great now, or it's not to say like, what? Like I have great faith, or I have great this, I have great that. But the minute that you want to elevate yourself and improve things about yourself, right, that you're trying to change, eventually your character and everything else is going to have to catch up. If you are on your glow up journey now and, people are giving you attention, or people are like, wow, you're doing your makeup so great, or wow, your hair looks good, or wow, your body looks good, or wow, your skin looks good. Like, you know what I mean? All of those compliments are great, and they're great to, give you oh, I feel a little pep in my step. Okay, what I'm doing is working. But just remember that, on your glow up journey, that inside and who you are as a person also matters so much more. If you are going to focus on glowing up and you are in the process of a glow up journey, just make your glow up about you, all of you. Like, I'm not talking about just, right? Not just your body, not just the way you look in clothes, not just your makeup, not just, you know what I mean? Not just all of those things. Because if you have all of those things and you got a whack ass character, if you got a bad personality, if you don't treat people with integrity, if you don't have also those really great character traits that come with that elevation of, of glowing up, or that elevation of who you are, I am fair to say that your glow up is a complete waste. Aesthetics change, looks change, and really they can only last you for so long. Work on your character as well. And the longer that you go on with your glow up journey, the more that you'll understand what you need to glow up internally, right? And other things that you might want to focus on. Okay, y'all, let's move on to number 3. Okay, number 3 is mindset is everything. Mindset is everything. Because when you have a great mindset throughout your glow up journey, not only will you get to things quicker and will you reach your goals and all those things quicker, but it really adds to the joy of the journey. I wish somebody would have told me this, because mindset, I mean, if I would have had a more I would say like a more positive mindset throughout my entire journey, or if my mindset would have been really, really laser focused on just feeling good and knowing what is in alignment for myself, it probably would have been a lot easier for me, and I realized that the times when I was just really, really loving life and just enjoying my journey and enjoying the process, is when I had the best mindset about myself and about what was happening in my life. Because I also want to take it back for a second. At the time when I was glowing up, I had just went through a breakup. And not only that, I had just given up a beautiful apartment that really had everything that I wanted. And it was just gorgeous with this beautiful view and all modern and just, oh my gosh, it was so gorgeous. And then having to move back in a small little tiny room, and the amount of just shame and the amount of just like how low I felt about myself at the time, especially, I was out of shape. I didn't feel good about myself. I had no confidence. Like it was so bad. But there were times, no matter how bad I felt, during that time, when I just focused on just doing the little things and making progress little by little, and just waking up and feeling good and saying what I was grateful for, and just moving past all the BS and just having that just amazing mindset of, I can do it. I feel good today. You know what I mean? I'm going to get up and go to the gym. I'm going to get up and I'm going to, just still do these things. Like I'm still going to get up and have that mindset. And when I look back, I mean, even if things weren't perfect, I still felt great. So yeah, taking the time to really develop your mindset, and to not just a toxic positivity mindset. I'm not talking about that, right? No, you don't gotta be like, oh my gosh, like I feel so good. Like you don't gotta be fake about it. But really genuinely finding out what makes you feel good, in the moment, and what makes you just feel like I can do anything. What's going to put you in that mindset, in order to continue your glow up journey? Because I promise, if someone would have told me this, I really had to figure that out myself, right? Growth mindset over fixed mindset all day. If you know, you know. Okay, so number 4, I'm gonna have to speed this up, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just getting in my moment. This is why. See, I be rambling. See, like it's like I gotta speed this up. Okay, I love y'all for being so patient. Okay, so number 4. Number 4 is focusing on wellness. Focusing on wellness will not only support you through your glow up journey, but it will also speed up your glow up journey. Focusing on wellness can look like anything. It can mean, prioritizing moving your body for the sake of moving your body. It can mean prioritizing your rest. It can mean taking breaks. It can mean, spending more time with family, or spending more time with your kids, or spending more time with your significant other. The glow up journey will always be there. It will always be there. You know what I'm saying? But what won't come back, especially if you damage it long enough, is your health. Both physical, mental, and I'm even willing to put in spiritual, all types of ways that our health gets affected when we don't prioritize our well-being. If someone would have told me this, probably would have not ran myself into the ground so much and not been so hard on myself throughout that journey. And I encourage you to find your own way that wellness, pertains to you, because it pertains to everybody. I don't care what anybody says. Even if you are just taking one time out of your day to just take a deep breath and say, I feel good today. That's good enough. Like, that's good enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't need to be anything that's overly complicated, right? Because social media sometimes makes us think that our wellness routine, or the way that we have to prioritize wellness into our lives, is complicated as hell, and it doesn't have to be. So, prioritize your wellness, especially on your glow up journey, right? Because when you get a lot of change that's thrown at you at one time, both physically and mentally, things can get really tough. And if you can avoid just that burnout, it makes the journey so much more enjoyable. And number 5, so what I wish I knew about glowing up. Loving yourself every step of the way is important. I would say that, I think I might have said earlier that one of them was important, that there was another one of these that was important, but I mean, loving yourself throughout the entire time is so important. And I say that this is important because if you don't genuinely love who you are throughout the entire time, when you get to where you want to be, it's not going to change. Your mindset around who you are and how you love yourself doesn't change. So even if you say, I want to lose, this amount of weight, or I want to, glow up my life. Even if that doesn't have to do with your looks, I want to, make $1 million, or I want to start my own business, or I want to do all these things, right? Just have this intense, glow up, both physically, mentally, and with your lifestyle. Let's just say that, right? Let's just say all of those things glow up. But all those things glow up in a particular amount of time. But if you don't love yourself every step of the way, when you get there, you're not going to be happy. And not only are you not going to be happy, you're not going to feel like anything is enough. You're not going to feel like you are enough. And you're not going to believe that, you can achieve more, and even too, you won't even be satisfied with what you have. It's a very, very hard feeling. I wish somebody would have told me this, because I always thought that I would be happy once I reach a certain, status, or a certain look, or a certain aesthetic, or, achieve a certain degree, or achieve just something that I felt like was outside of me. And that there's no way that I could have ever, fit into that. But once I get there, but once I do this, but once I get that degree, but once I do that, the time to love all of you is now. The time to really make that magic happen is now. Because the fact that you are in your own body, in your own physical body, and you are putting yourself out there, you are, trying new things, you're going to the gym, you are trying new eating habits, you're creating new habits for yourself, to go after what you want, and to glow up yourself and your life, even if you are not there yet, even if you're like, I don't know, I'm not there yet, but I'm gonna get there. And not only am I gonna get there, I'm still, who I am, and I still love who I am no matter what. Do you know how much courage and how much just wonderful character that takes to do that? It's undeniable. Your glow up journey will be just so much more enjoyable and so much more fun, if you love yourself every step of the way. So I really challenge you, even if you're like, oh, I'll love myself when I lose the weight. No, love yourself now. I'll love myself when I'm not broke anymore. No, love yourself now. Oh, I'll love myself when I, hit 6 figures in my business. No, it's like, love yourself now. Love yourself now even when you're getting your LLC. Love yourself now when you're struggling to get to the gym and be on the treadmill for 30 minutes. Love yourself when you haven't taken the steps yet, but you're planning. You're like, okay, I got it. I got my plan. You know what I mean? I'm going to execute it, right? Because the more that you love yourself throughout that process, the more that you're more likely to take action, and you're also more likely to develop more trust within yourself when you take that action, right? It's like that feeling when you do something that you say you're going to do, and then you kind of, I feel really good about that. So with that, love yourself through every step of the way. It makes the journey so much more fun, and it really just will put into perspective for you, not only what you may need to work on, going forward, but also just appreciating that you even decided to glow up in the first place, right? And then it will just naturally happen. Have you ever just let something happen just because you feel good in the moment, and you're loving yourself, and you're loving that you're taking action, and you're just enjoying things, and then bam, you're there. It's the best feeling in the world. It feels so good. So yes, love yourself every step of the way. Whew. All right, y'all, we got through that. It is almost dark outside, so that means that I got to get out of here and shut it down, because I probably have been talking for hella long. Okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this video helped, and I also hope that you caught maybe a gem or two, in there. But overall, I just want to say, wherever you're at on your glow up journey, I believe in you. You're doing amazing. Probably way more amazing than you give yourself credit for. And to remember to, yes, take yourself seriously throughout the process so you can follow through with whatever you need to follow through with, but don't take life too seriously. Still have fun. It's okay to skip a day. It's okay. You're going to do great, and you're going to get there all within good time. Like, share, and subscribe. Please, again, give this video a thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? It will really help also for you to see other content that's like this, not just mine, right? But it will also put more content on your timeline that's similar to this. I love you. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.